Tell me, Jay. Good morning, everybody. Joe Ciaccio here. Happy Thursday to everyone. Talked to an agent yesterday. He said, Joe, I'm out door knocking again. The people are more receptive to answering the doors. And he says, I was able to make 4 presentations. He says, I made 1 nice sale and 1 small sale. So things are getting back into play to where I think agents are feeling more comfortable going out. Clients are being more comfortable on letting us in. So just kind of something to factor in depending on your area, depending on your comfort zone, what you guys want to do. And Heather says we're getting the agents starting to get back into the Facebook leads and also the direct mail leads. They want new leads right now. So I think things are starting to loosen up with everybody. So let's kind of talk about a good warm-up, a proper warm-up, how you should do the warm-up. And what I'm going to recommend you guys to do is to not change everything you've done. Everything you've done has gotten you to a certain point you're at now. Yet the purpose of this call today is to where you can tweak what you're doing, add some stuff in that you may like, you hear that you may feel is beneficial, in ways for you to kind of come across to the people to where they like you. Number 1, I believe the warm-up starts from right at the front door. The hello, your attire, how you're dressed, everything about you at that front door, because you get one chance to make a first impression. My thoughts are when you get to the door to have as least amount of stuff with you, because you sit and think about it, you're not there to make a sale. We know you are, yet the name of the game is to get in the door. You can go to your car and get all your information later. What I made up for Andre, an agent we have down here, is a laminated page that is on our agent flip book. It's got level premiums, level face amount, cash value, many beneficiaries as you want, and you cannot be canceled. And on the flip side is the 8 reasons why people should buy a final expense plan. Laminated, so he keeps that on the back of his lead, so when he goes to a door, he doesn't need to bring in his flip book, he doesn't need to bring in his iPad, his briefcase. He travels light. So what we're doing now is that instead of agents talking about it only, we're showing the client this paper at the front door if necessary, or when you're in the house preparing to make a presentation. In the old days, they said, find something nice, find something in common. A picture on the wall, their mailbox might have a fish on it, talk about that there. If they got a truck with big tires, find out if they're hunters. That's kind of whatever you feel comfortable with, how you want to make and break the ice with the people. To me, I like just to be nice, tell them what I'm here for. Certain things that they bring up, I'm going to talk about. We spoke to a guy yesterday that we were playing phone tag with, finally got a hold of him, walked out of his house, and he's got a 7-year-old daughter. He's 61 years old, got a 7-year-old daughter. So what we did was that we just started visiting with him, talking to him outside about his 7-year-old daughter. Okay? Now, the reason I did that is because I wanted to make a connection with him. Everything we do is making a connection because they gotta like you. Doesn't matter what carrier you have, what price you have. It is the connection you have with the person when you're visiting with them. You need to slow yourself down. You need to think before you speak. You need to listen to what the client is saying in the warm-up. When they're saying something, try your hardest not to interrupt. Make notes when they're speaking where they see that you're paying attention to what they're saying. You're jotting notes. It makes them feel more comfortable and confident that you are listening to the important stuff that they're saying. A warm-up is a mere, how do I get to know you better? How do I make you feel more comfortable with me? What can I do to make you feel more confident? And how do I make you feel more trustworthy to where when we get down the road, you're going to say, yes, Joe, I do want to buy from you. Again, everybody's style is totally different. where you sit in the house, to me, has a good part to do with the warm-up. I like to ask the client, where would you like for me to sit? Now, I remember in the old days when I first started the business, you got to sit here, you got to sit here. You're directing people where to sit. You can still direct them where to sit, yet instead of you directing them where to sit, you kind of pick where you want to sit to where it is best for you. Now, if you have a husband and a wife, you really don't want them sitting on opposite ends of the table to where you're doing ping pong and your head back and forth. There's a great possibility you can be talking to the husband and the wife's gonna be in the back making some little face saying, no, 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 we can't afford it. You don't know that. So if that does happen, you got the husband here and the wife here, recommend them to sit side by side and tell them it's much easier if you sit that way there, so when I show you the information, I can show it to you together. They'll normally move. Speak slowly. I beg you, speak slowly, because what ends up happening when you're in a home and you have not made a sale, you sometimes come across a little too aggressive. And when you're speaking aggressive with somebody in the beginning, they may feel a little bit in fear that you're going to try to sell them something, because what happens is that they may have a flashback of somebody else that was there. Either another insurance agent, a gentleman doing roof work for them, a guy putting an air conditioner in for them, a guy doing lawn work for them. You want them to think that you are a different type of person. You don't want to come across as a salesperson. You want to come across as a senior advisor there just to give them the information. And believe it or not, when you just give them the information, they're normally going to sit and tell you, yes, I think I want to do it. Andre and I were yesterday at a house, walked into the gentleman's house, 75 years old, went over this different program with him on what he can get. He says, I don't want nobody messing with my checking account. I said, okay. So we had him with company A. No checking account. You can't do my checking account. Went into a little bit of detail, but yet he was so adamant, I said to myself, do I sit and try to force him to go for a checking account withdrawal for me to where Andre and I got in advance, or do I just want to walk out with a sale to where I felt that I made a sale? I chose option number 2. Okay? I asked him, I said, are you sure? I said, you're going to save a couple of dollars? He says, no, no, no. Money's not different. I know I got to pay a premium price to have it, but that's what I want to do. So now my brain is thinking, is he just doing that to get rid of me? I said, well, listen, I said, if it's something you want to do, it's no big deal. I said, what we got to do is that you need to give me a check today when we leave. He said, that's no problem. He got up, went and got his check, brought it back. We continued the application. He got approved. Now, the company we ended up putting him with, to let you know, was American Amicable. They do a monthly direct. Went to see a second guy yesterday in our warm-up. We started chit-chatting. He said, I don't want anybody in my checking account. No, 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 no. Gave me about 4,000 reasons why he doesn't want anybody in his checking account. I said, okay. I said, how do you want to pay for it? He said, I want to put it on my credit card, because I pay my credit card every month. So I said, okay. So he wants us to get back with him on Tuesday because he wants to think about it. I said, okay, no big deal. So, speak slowly. Look him in the eye. Try not to come across with commission breath when you haven't made a sale. A sale's a sale's a sale. Nobody really wants to get a monthly direct. Nobody does, because we want that advanced commission put into our checking account. Totally agree, totally understand. But yet, my thoughts are, at the end of the week, I'm going to look at the amount of sales I've got. I'm going to look at the amount of annualized premium I've got. I'm going to figure out my commission. And then I said, think about it, if I got a monthly direct, do those stay on the book as much as a bank draft? Yet the answer is probably not. But yet, I've got people that have on bank draft that cancel it because of whatever reasons. So I think we got to be a people pleaser when we're in the home. Listening is the most important part about a warm-up, because they're going to tell you what they want. You got to listen hard. That's what the guy said yesterday about a credit card. They tell you what they want. We showed him premiums. Those premiums were way, way too high. Went from a 10, went to a 7, boom. Okay? We hadn't even gone through really much. We were just kind of just doing the warm-up outside. Now, when you put all this together, the warm-up to me also includes what is going to transpire when you're in the house with the client or you're on the phone with the client. You need to lead them down that little yellow brick road. So when you get down that yellow brick road later, you've already crossed your T's and dotted your I's with that client to where they know what's coming up. I don't believe in sending them a curveball saying I need this down there, but I'm already doing the application. Here's what I like to do. I'm going to say before we get started, I'm going to kind of tell you how this is going to transpire. I'm going to ask you a series of health questions. With these series of health questions, whatever we talk about is between you and I. That makes people feel comfortable that information they give you is private. Information they give you, they're going to feel comfortable letting you know if they've got a certain illness. We deal with people with AIDS, hepatitis, people that got medical issues, and they don't want anybody to know. Years and years ago, I spoke to a gentleman, he says, "You're not going to discuss this with nobody?" I said, "Well, no, I can't, okay? There's rules I got to follow as an insurance agent, and the insurance company can't discuss anything with you." He says, "Well, I want my children to know I have cancer." I said, "I totally understand, okay?" So there's certain people don't even want their kids to know what they have. Certain people don't even want their kids to know they got life insurance and they put their names as beneficiaries. I don't understand the logic behind that, yet whatever they want to do, I'm there for them, because if I don't do it, somebody else will. Go down the road. What I'm going to need is a copy. I'm going to need to look at your license to verify who you are. I'm going to need your social security number. I've already got your date of birth. We've already talked about who you want as a beneficiary. Your son Anthony got that already. What we need also to move forward is to save you a couple dollars every month. Is you want to have your bank send this in from your checking account or savings account. You need to find that up front, so when you get towards the end, you don't have to sit and stop what you're doing and walk out of the house. So you want to go in that warm-up to let them know everything that's going to transpire, so when you get to that point, it's smooth sailing. Once we qualify you for the program, I'm going to show you my computer screen, as Andre and I did yesterday. We turn the screen around and it says you've been approved with immediate death benefits. The guy got all excited. Okay? Take your time. Jay's going to send out the form that we made up for Andre. Okay? And I want you guys to sit and laminate it or put it back to back. Andre said, "Joe, make us some extra copies, and I'm going to leave this with the client with a little biography about himself. Married, couple children, bada bing, bada boom." He's even going to go the extra step and put his picture on the little paper to where it's going to make him look more professional. And now they've got a name, a face, and a phone number to blend everything together. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Today is Thursday. You guys have a great weekend. If you need information about any carriers, you want to get with Heather about leads, you want to get with Jay about adding some carriers, you got any questions, give us a call. And most importantly, if you're with a client, you're unsure who to place the client with, because you either just started with us or you've got carriers that you're not familiar with, and the client throws you a curveball about some health issues, call the office. I'll be more than happy to help you out. It's my job to help you, and it's our job to grow together. With that said, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Make it a great day. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.